If Fortnite doesn't bring back the original movement to permanent OG, it could completely destroy Epic's plans of having a successful game mode. Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Tricky, and thank y'all so much for tuning in. Today, we have a very controversial topic that we need to go over. And yes, that is OG movement. Now, as you may know, Fortnite is bringing back the original map, the original gun models, along with the original audios to the game, and it will be a completely separate game mode called OG Fortnite. Now, personally, I am very excited to be playing the original game again, and I hope y'all are as well. Tell me down in the comments, how do you feel about OG coming back for a second time, especially for it being permanent? Now, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. However, with OG coming back, there are some speculations that the new movement from Chapter 6 will be implemented in the permanent OG game mode. And it may not seem like a big deal to some of you, but let me explain why it is such a big deal. And it could completely ruin the entire permanent OG mode if they don't bring back the OG movement. OG Fortnite will be absolutely fantastic regardless. I mean, we have 999 mats coming back. It feels like we have infinite materials when we farm. Also, we're getting double pump back, so hopefully we see the return of Daquan. And also, the original damage from all of the guns are coming back, so it is sad to see that Fortnite has not confirmed the OG movement yet. And that's where I want to get into my first point. If Epic doesn't bring back the OG movement, a lot of the players will feel like Epic did not care as much, or did not put as much thought into bringing OG back. Think about it this way. The employees at Epic now are completely different employees than the ones that ran the business during OG. I can tell that they did put a lot of care into going back, checking how the game was before implementing and putting it into permanent OG. My opinion, I think what their thought process is, okay, we have the new movement that we just added, we think it's perfect, and we should be able to have these other players easily be able to adapt to both modes, which is understandable. I mean, why would they have one movement for OG and one movement for Chapter 6? But the players that are going to be playing the OG mode will not be playing the regular Chapter 6 mode. What they want to do is basically, in my speculation, is that they want to train and transfer them over to future chapters, which is a good idea. I mean, think about it from Fortnite as a business perspective. If they didn't have to have a permanent OG mode where they release sort of the same skins, they don't make as much money, they could just transfer them over to Chapter 6 and then lead them on to Chapter 7, 8, etc. And then bring back OG maybe, once every 2 years? But the Chapter 6 movement does not fit the OG map. The reason why, and getting into my second point, is that the OG map is way too small. The original map was created for a slow-paced gameplay style, and before, I mean, you would just hold W on your keyboard and you would just hold left stick up on your controller and you would instantly be moving. Now, the movement is just way too complicated. I wouldn't go as far to say complex, but it is a lot different than the movement from 7 years ago. Also, think about it this way. The main people that are going to be coming back to OG are much older now, which is getting into my next point. Let's say you're watching this video and you're in college. Back 7 years ago, you were what, 12, 13? A lot of these players that are older, the ones that are coming back to OG, maybe that were in high school or college when Fortnite dropped, are much older now, almost pushing 30. And these are the people that just want to come back, play the game without all of these complex movement changes. They want it to be exactly how it was. Maybe hop on with their buddies, drink a few brewskis, and start the game. They might as well get a few wins in and then just hop off. But if they don't bring back the OG movement, it's just going to be far more complicated, and it's going to be a lot faster paced. Which, now getting into my next point, is the lobby count. Now, I want you to think back to Chapter 2 Remix. I don't know if you noticed, but I think the main reason for Chapter 2 Remix, why the lobbies died out so quickly, was because of the movement and also the vehicles. I think with all of the easy accessibility that you could do just by getting around the map quickly, this killed the lobby. I mean, I was in my first game that I hopped on, first zone. I had 10 people in my lobby. I'm not even joking. This was second zone. It was on my stream, 10 people first zone, and it was really annoying because I just couldn't find anyone. I was running around the map like a headless chicken, just trying to get kills, but I couldn't because there was no one in the game. The same issue, I believe, will apply with Fortnite OG if they do not have the original movement. Also, think about it this way. If they bring back double pump, there is going to be one pumps also with the original gun model, since they're bringing back the original gun models along with the original damage values. So what this means is that these harder pump shots is just going to be way faster paced if they don't bring back the original movement. It will just be a chaotic mess. I'll play some of the leaks for y'all as well for the double pump along with the OG scar sound. Guys, I cannot wait to see these back in the game. It's been what, almost 5-6 years since we've heard these audios. I'll just play them right now. Another thing I want to mention as well is the mantling, and now I forgot they added wall jumping and barrel rolling. So whenever you're jumping up, let's say you're running off a building, I'll show a clip right here, running off a building, jumping up, you now jump down and you will do a roll, which will do damage negation. So you will not take as much damage whenever you fall. A lot of these older players, I feel like, are not going to be happy with this addition, along with the wall jumping. I don't think these are that big of a deal. Personally, it's not a big deal for me. I've adjusted to the meta. I've, adapted into so many metas. But the people that haven't played the game since last OG, I feel like are going to be severely angry at these new additions that Fortnite has added. Because think about it this way, a lot of these players maybe transferred over to Chapter 5, didn't like the movement, quit the game, and now they're coming back to the permanent OG mode and the same movement is there, but in their head, it's worse. Anyways, guys, join my Discord down below. We have been doing some crazy giveaways. Here's a list of all the people that have won giveaways. Hopefully you are the next lucky winner. Your chances to win are very high. Not a lot of people enter these giveaways, so make sure you're getting your battle passes. Anyways, guys, make sure to use code TRICKYS, TRICKYS, in the Fortnite item shop. Also, I will be streaming the launch of the permanent OG mode, so make sure you stick around to tune in for that stream. Anyways, guys, it's been your boy Tricky, and I'm out. Peace.